No, I had to reset
Welcome.
my thing because it still
Feel
had the
free
old
to browse
Wi-Fi name
around.
on here, and it was only working on Wi-Fi. It wasn't recognizing the Ethernet connection. Now, it is not technically an Ethernet connection. It's a direct wire into the pod, which is beside me, and I have the Wi-Fi. By doing that, the pod, it connects to the pod, does 485 megabytes per second, and then when I connect the Wi-Fi, it connects direct to the gateway in the other room, and it gives me another 485. That way, if someone connects to the Plex server for movies, music, whatever, that runs off of this, that bandwidth will go off the Wi-Fi, and my um, pod
So,
will run my
what
games
will
and
it
everything
be?
else that I'm physically doing. This way, one does not affect the other. That way, it gives me a full 900 megabyte internal transfer within my house with half a gig to the internet.
See you
But
around,
now
yeah?
that everything's slowly coming back together, it's like, and then the woman on the phone, like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "I build my own computers. I program my own shit. Yeah, I think I have an idea when something's wrong." Okay. She's like, "Okay." And I said, "Don't worry. I got a few friends, and one of them I call him a technological retard." She's like, "What? Oh my god!" I'm like, "The guy screws up his own Wi-Fi settings on his cell phone. Never mind anything else more difficult than that. He can't figure it out." And she's like, "That bad?" I said, "Well, when you give someone an Android box and they bring it back to you
What's
four
your
times in the
poison?
first 3 weeks because they screwed it up so bad it didn't work, yeah, there's a problem." At that point, she started laughing.
Hit me up when you need a refill, sugar.
Speaking of devices, I should have my phone in about a week. My current phone, what was it? I unplugged it at 100% fully charged at 5 p.m. yesterday. Went to work. By 1 a.m., I was down to 29%. And that was not, like, I was barely using it. It was in my pocket. Yeah, it's 4 years old, but I've done a lot of streaming and other shit on it. So with the wear and tear on the battery, yeah. And even the high-end phones here in North America, they're only 5,000 milliamp batteries. The one that I got coming is 10,000 milliamp. That should do me a while. I came home, I didn't feel tired. After that aggravating hour and a half in between fucking with the internet and Rogers, now I feel burnt out and tired. It's like when the granddaughter was laughing, she's like, "Oh my god, that's too much." And then it's like, "Oh, that's Goblin." She's like, "Who?" I said, "Hey, don't worry, you think I'm bad. He's older than me and he's retired. He's got more time on his hands." She just shook her head and left the room. She's actually in this Discord now. No, she don't get offended easily, but she does. It's funny as fuck. I've I haven't seen someone in so long that you can literally have her turn beet red literally in 2 words. it's funny as hell. My wife gets a kick out of it because I get her all the time. They're just fucking around. What was it? She walked in the room one day, and my wife was picking on me, saying, "Oh, you need a training bra. You're getting a set." So the granddaughter walks in, and I told her what the wife said. I said, so I grabbed my chest and I said, "See, I don't need hers anymore. I got my own." She went so fucking red and ran out of the room. My wife almost spit her coffee across the computer. Fuck is this? Ceylon IPTV? Never even heard of them, but I got an email from them. Figure that one out. Well, in that sense, IPTV in general, the one guy that got busted and went to court, and they wanted fucking like 2.2 billion. And he's like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." And they're like, "Well, you own 11 different IPTV companies, so it could be the same company or the same owner." And the funny thing was, he gave them a fucking line. He goes, "You haven't found no money. There's no money to be proved." They figured, like the 11 websites under different names, they figured the guy was taking in millions a month between the 10 companies, but they weren't able to find the money, and he flat out told the cable companies in court, the judge sitting there, "If you lower your ridiculous sum, I will give you 500 million." So if he's offering to give him 500 million to get him to drop it down from 2.2, how much money has this fucker made in the 10 years he's ran these companies? They were saying that in the court thing that it was on Tech Gadget. In the court proceedings, the combined thing between all the companies, they said there was an average of 40 to 45,000 people subscribed per site per company. And you got to think at a minimum of $10 per person each. That's a lot of fucking money every month. And he was at it for almost 10 years. For all the emails I get from UPS and all these other delivery companies saying that they were unable to deliver my package, fuck, if I got that many packages, God knows what I would have gotten. You ever get those? Oh, that's fucking ironic. I just went to that IPTV website that I got the email from. It's identical to another site, like literally identical. The only thing that's different is the name at the top of the screen and the URL. Other than that, it is identical. I bet, yeah, it's probably the same guy. And I am registered on the other one. I canceled the subscription. I took they had a 5-day thing for like $3, and I tried it just to see what the service was like, and it was annoying. Kept buffering, so I was like, yeah, screw that. Got the wife going good yesterday. She hands me a TV dinner, microwave dinner to take to work. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Food in a box. At one time, you always gave me a cooked meal. Like, you gotten fucking lazy. She goes, well, keep it up, and the next one will be a cup of soup. I said, what's the difference between a goddamn box and a container? She's like, go fuck yourself.